Hey everyone, welcome to Happy. We're going to have a two-part series on our persimmon trees. In the very first video, we're going to take a walk through our family of persimmon trees. We have about 5 varieties altogether. We'll be viewing 4 in this video. We'll be seeing what's fruiting, not fruiting. Remember, this is a food forest that we're just standing up. These trees are just a couple, 3 years old. In the second video, we're going to be enjoying our persimmon fruit. Persimmon is not only like candy, but it's incredibly good for you. It has at least 5 different bioactive molecules. I can only pronounce 2 of them, tannins and flavonoids, but it is just absolutely loaded in nutritional things. I have it in my oatmeal every morning right now. We have tons and tons of persimmon. Very delicious. So it's loaded with bioactive molecules that are really, really good for us. Tastes like candy, just a wonderful fruit. We filmed the video of us picking the fruit on Veterans Day, and I want to say thank you to all the veterans. November 11th, thank you for your service. And please follow us as we stand up this food forest. Please subscribe below. Please hit that like button. Give us some encouragement. I'm going to stand up this food forest one way or another, but we appreciate having you along for the ride. Leave us your comments, positive comments, please. Give us your feedback, questions. I'll certainly answer anything I can. And let's enjoy some persimmon. Hey everyone, welcome to Happy. This is our Nikitas Gift Persimmon, and the Nikitas Gift has blown up this year. It is absolutely covered with fruit. We picked a few fruit already off this tree. Some limbs have broken, and I just wanted to show you what our persimmon trees have produced. We're starting with the Nikitas Gift, which has been off the chart prolific. What's a little weird with the Nikitas Gift is these limbs are so heavy that the whole tree is just kind of bent over and straining under the stress of all this fruit. Definitely need to thin more fruit next year, especially on this young tree. This limb deserved more support. That's our mistake, and I want to show you some broken limbs. This has happened throughout the tree where this limb had so much fruit on it. 6, 9, 10 fruit that are still on it. It just snapped that limb. So we're gonna cut that limb there flush. We're gonna do some pruning, some limb damage pruning later on in the winter. This is another limb that broke. Really small stem, very small branch, and we're looking at 9. We're looking at 7 fruit just on that little limb. Here's more snapping where branches have snapped off of this, broke here, they fall into the ground. And what we're gonna do with the Nikitas Gift this year is, so this is a limb that came off the tree quite a while back. The fruit are just laying on the ground. You can twist them off or just cut them off. It's easier to cut them off. And what we're gonna do is put these on our kitchen counter to see how they ripen. Fruit doesn't have to be jello soft in order to enjoy it. Let me show you some fruit on the ground that's we pulled off the persimmon. Like this one is jello soft. This one's jello soft. This one's really firm. I want you to see my finger imprint. This one's really interesting, and I think this is like literally perfect. So if this was an astringent persimmon, you'd need it softer than this. You'd need it as soft as this, which is this like, sort of like a, see if you see my finger indent. So it's sort of like a water balloon. And so the Nikitas Gift is not astringent, so it doesn't have to get that soft. It can be kind of half-ass firm. It's going to be a great fruit. I should have brought a knife. This is what a Nikitas Gift looks like on the inside. Just that burnt orange, beautiful color. So sweet, so juicy, and so sweet. That is just like, that's like pudding jello. That's just awesome. We have years and years of great growth out of our Nikitas Gift. Hey everyone, this is a Wase Fuyu Persimmon. This tree has always grown kind of weird. So this is literally our very first tree planted at Happy, and she's not that much bigger. So this tree has always been small. This tree has always been a little dysfunctional. There's something the matter with it. But nevertheless, it produces some decent fruit. It's a very tasty fruit. Right now, it's rock hard. It's Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans. It's November 11th. The fruit of rock hard, we're gonna let them get soft before we pick them. But this is literally the very first persimmon tree we grew here at Happy, or the very first tree we planted at Happy. And it's a Wase Fuyu Asian persimmon. I've seen better growing persimmon trees for sure. Come on over and we're going to take a look at the Rosseyanka. I want you to get a good shot of that Rosseyanka and how tall it is. So the Rosseyanka Persimmon has just grown up and up and up and up. It did not produce one fruit. So the Rosseyanka and the Nikitas Gift were the two persimmon trees we collected scion wood from, but the Nikitas Gift has something like 100 fruit on it, and the Rosseyanka has 0 fruit on it. So while I'm sure it's a spectacular tree, I've heard great things about the Rosseyanka, we are into production. And then Nikitas Gift grows very compact, whereas the Rosseyanka will require a lot of pruning and heavy pruning. We got one more persimmon tree to take a look at. This is our newest addition. This is an Asian persimmon also. And I'll get a name for it. It'll be down in the description. This is something I picked up from Lowe's. It was dirt cheap. Produced some little fruit this year, not a big deal. I allow the fruit to, I didn't prune the fruit off of it, despite the tree being very young. The tree has grown very, very thick. It's staying compact, which I really like. We'll know the flavor better by next year or so. This year's fruit won't tell us a whole bunch. They're very small, but again, I mean, this tree was like that tall and just a little stick a year ago. So she's in a wonderful, wonderful bed of soil. This thing is gonna take off and we'll follow it through the years and see how she does. She's been disease-free, grows moderately, stays compact. I like compact compared to the Rosseyanka, which takes off on you, compared on the Matsumoto, which doesn't really grow at all. It's a nice tree. Happy growing, everyone.